Personal finance and investment voice script. What if I told you that 90% of millionaires didn't inherit their wealth, but built it through 3 simple principles that anyone can master? In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to reveal the exact financial blueprint that transformed ordinary people into extraordinary wealth builders. But here's the shocking truth. Most people fail, not because they don't earn enough, but because they've been taught the wrong money rules their entire lives. Problem identification. Right now, millions of people are trapped in what I call the financial hamster wheel. They work harder, earn more, but somehow always end up broke by month's end. Sound familiar? The average person spends 40 years working, yet 64% of Americans can't handle a $400 emergency. Why? Because traditional financial advice is outdated and frankly, broken. Your bank account isn't growing because you're following advice from people who've never built real wealth. They tell you to save money, while inflation eats your purchasing power alive. They say, avoid debt, while the wealthy use strategic leverage to multiply their returns. They warn you about risky investments, while keeping you trapped in savings accounts earning 0.01% interest. The harsh reality? If you're not investing, you're losing money every single day. The solution framework. Here's the wealth building framework that actually works. I call it the triple engine strategy. 1. The budget revolution. Forget complicated spreadsheets. Use the 50-30-20 rule, but with a twist. 50% for needs. But here's the key. Question every need. That daily coffee? That's $1,800 per year. That could become $50,000 in 20 years if invested properly. 30% for wants, but make them conscious choices. 20% for wealth. Building this is non-negotiable. But here's where most people mess up. They budget to restrict themselves. Wrong approach. Budget to buy your freedom. 2. Stock market mastery. The stock market isn't gambling if you know the rules. Over the past 100 years, the S&P 500 has averaged 10% annual returns. A $500 monthly investment could grow to over $1.3 million in 30 years. But timing the market is impossible. Time in the market beats timing the market. Start with index funds if you're beginning. They're diversified, low cost, and historically outperform 90% of actively managed funds. Once you understand the basics, you can explore individual stocks, focusing on companies you understand and believe in long term. 3. The crypto opportunity. Now, cryptocurrency. This is where fortunes are being made and lost daily. Bitcoin has delivered over 200% average annual returns over the past decade, but it's volatile. Here's my rule. Never invest more than 10% of your portfolio in crypto, and only money you can afford to lose. Think of crypto as digital real estate in the early internet days. Risky? Absolutely. Revolutionary? Potentially world-changing. Dollar cost average into established coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum rather than chasing the latest meme coin. Implementation strategy. Here's your action plan, starting today. Week 1. Download a budgeting app and track every penny for 7 days. You'll be shocked where your money actually goes. Week 2. Open a brokerage account and set up automatic investments. Start with just $50 per month, if that's all you can afford. The key is starting, not the amount. Week 3. Educate yourself. Read The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. Follow financial news, but don't let daily fluctuations drive your decisions. Week 4. Create your emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of expenses in a high-yield savings account. This isn't an investment, it's insurance against life's curveballs. Remember, wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world, but it needs time to work its magic. Here's what separates the wealthy from everyone else. They make their money work harder than they do. While most people trade time for money, wealthy people create systems that generate money while they sleep. You have 2 choices today. You can continue following the same financial patterns that have kept you stuck, or you can take the first step toward financial freedom. The markets don't care about your age, your background, or your current situation. They only care about your consistency and your commitment to learning. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Don't let them down. The question isn't whether you can afford to invest, it's whether you can afford not to. Your journey to financial freedom starts now.